AP macro number 3, obviously comparative advantage. John and Erica doing donuts and cupcakes. They can produce each in one day. This is an output problem. Using equal resources, John and Erica are both one human. They can compete on producing the output. The output implies whoever produces the most has absolute advantage. So the first question is, who has the absolute advantage of producing donuts? We can see that John produces 200, which is greater than 150 produced by Erica. So John has absolute advantage. Who has comparative advantage of producing donuts? To find comparative advantage, we have to do the math, right? So we're going to set up our little chart here. There's a quick way and a slower way to do it. We're going to do them both, just so you know. Donuts, cupcakes. Looks like John can do 200 and 100. Erica can do 150 and 50. Outputs, we do the math over. It's an output problem. The math goes over. So 100 goes over 200, 200 over the 100, 50 over the 150, and 150 over the 50. Then we divide and keep it in the quadrants or in the columns there. So this would be this would be 2, whereas this would be 3. 200 into 100 is 0.5, 150 into 50, 0.33, I think. Clearly now we're saying for every one cupcake, John gives up 2 donuts, whereas Erica for every one cupcake gives up 3 donuts. John is much more efficient. Therefore, he should be doing cupcakes. Erica, for every one donut produced, John gives up 0.5 cupcakes. And for every one donut produced, Erica gives up 0.33. She is the most efficient at producing donuts. So we would say here that Erica has comparative advantage as her opportunity cost is lowest. 0.33 is less than 0.5, something like that. All right. Do you know there's a quicker way to do this, right? We could have done this pretty quickly here. Let's just do it just to show you. You could have also set it up, obviously, the same way, 200 and 100, and then you could have cross-multiplied. 150, 100, 1 times 15 is 15, and then 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. 2 times 5 is 10, and then 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. Whoever has the most output over also the largest number. If we're doing that quick cross multiplying, we can see that that matches what we have up here. So I'm pretty sure we're correct. That larger cross multiplication of numbers, those two obviously are who should produce. John should do cupcakes. Erica should do donuts. All right. Let's do C. Assume that John and Erica decide to specialize according to their comparative advantage, that one cupcake is exchanged for 4 donuts. One cupcake is exchanged for 4 donuts. Now, this does not help us for doing these. That's why we need to be able to do it both ways. This is a quick way if you're doing multiple choice questions. This way would be beautiful and lovely to know quickly who has comparative advantage. If we're doing specialization or terms of trade, we need to have done the actual math up here. So it looks like for one cupcake, let me see, one cupcake for 4 donuts. For one cupcake, this is John. John can also give up 2 donuts. So John would be, I think, look at this, for one cupcake. Now, he produces cupcakes, right? John is our producer of cupcakes. And for one cupcake, he also gives up 2 donuts. So John would want to, for one cupcake, if he would trade one cupcake for 4 donuts, think about that. It costs him 2 donuts to make one cupcake. If he could get 4 donuts for one cupcake, is he better off? Yeah, I think he's got to be better off. So I think John would actually exchange here, or yes, he would choose to trade. What about Erica? Erica, for one cupcake, gives up 3 donuts. Now think about that for just a second. She gives up 3 donuts for one cupcake. If she was to give up 4 donuts for one cupcake, would she be better off or worse off? She would want to give up less donuts for one cupcake to be better off. So giving up 4 would be not in her favor. So she would not choose this. All right. Let's get rid of this for just a second. Assume that Erica discovers a new cupcake production technique that will increase her daily production of cupcakes only using donuts on the horizontal. Donuts, cupcakes. Draw a correctly labeled production possibility curve for Erica before and after the technology change in cupcakes. So cupcakes are up here. All we really need to understand is that she has had an increase, oh, that's terrible, in the production technology of cupcakes. So she will be able to produce more cupcakes. Maybe this was 50 and then this was now, let's say 150. Whereas for donuts, she still had 150 donuts here. Anyway, just on her one, this is the only PPC question ever, I think, where they're showing that specialization of that trade on one side. So we do have to know it. It's on your cheat sheet. All right, guys, be safe. Take care.